Hello my lovelies, and welcome to part 2 of my deck strength versus weakness series. The deck of the month for December of 2023 is the Elemental Empath Oracle by Mayuki Rose. So I've got like nine decks or so here to show you today. We're going to start off with indie decks. I have 4 of them. So the first one is Kimberly Sands deck. This is the Heart Align Affirmation Oracle. So it's a cute little deck. Has affirmations on it, geared towards self-care and healing, supporting yourself and moving on. These two actually like each other fairly well. Both decks are Divine Feminine, so that is why. So if you pull a card and you need something else, or you would like, say, like an affirmation, this might be the deck that you could utilize. I mean, I've got another option here for you for that I will be showing in just a sec. I will be moving through these very quickly, so I apologize for being so rushed. And we have the Earth, Moon, and Shadow Oracle. This is Seraphina's deck. And don't ask me why. My ancestors wanted the Myths and Legends as a deck with the same strength for part 1 of the video. For some reason, I forgot that I do have a couple oracles, yes, that do have the same strength. And this is one of them. So these two get along quite swimmingly. So if you need an extra layer when it comes to connections, this is another one you can grab. It's odd that they asked me to show you a tarot in the first part when, yes, I do have other oracles. Anyway, here's another affirmation oracle deck that you can use. This is Deja's deck. This is Personal Power Oracle. And unlike the Earth, Moon, and Shadow, which had the same strength, these two have the same weakness. So it's a slightly different approach. So if you want to play into connections and you need another deck that does that, go with the Earth, Moon, and Shadow. If you want something different but still bonds, that's an affirmation deck. Personal Power may be your go-to. Alright, and here is the last of the indie decks anyway. This is the Soul Care Oracle by Sarah McCormick. And it also has the same strength. Now, the Soul Care Oracle, if you've never seen it, has the moon phases, it has planets, it has zodiac signs, and it also has the elements in here as well. So it's more than just an astrological deck. Let's see, here's the autumn card. The spring one's underneath it. So there's quite a bit to this deck. I actually like how it's set up. So when it comes to like a straight up astrological deck, I think I would prefer this one versus another oracle, which I will not show you, but does pair, and that is the Moonology Manifestations Oracle. I think I'd rather have this one, but that's just my own, personal bias. Alright, now we're going to get into mass market. So I'm going to try and show you a variety of different decks and different styles. Okay, this is the Dark Light Oracle by Alexandra Bach and Caroline, oh gosh, the last name escapes me. Caroline Echenza? Is that right? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. By all means, correct me if I am wrong. Anyway, these two have the same weakness. They don't do shadow work well. So they do cover a little bit different areas. And aesthetically, as you can see, they are very different. Oh yes, and for those of you that have never used or seen the Dark Light Oracle, they do have a couple cards in here that are landscape. So as you can see, they turn the other direction. I don't know if that's a deal breaker for some of you or not, but just throwing it out there. It's actually one of my favorite cards. I love the artwork on it. Anyway, we're going to keep on going. Next, we have Karen Kay's, the Oracle of the Fairies. These two have the same strength. They're both connection decks. It's funny because I stopped on this card with the wings. So, and it's not the fact that there's fairy energy or fae energy in this deck that they get along. No, it's because of the shared strength. And you probably are sensing a theme here. I hinted at it before. That this particular deck does like those that either share the same strength or shares the same weakness, or is also a Divine Feminine deck, because this is a Divine Feminine deck. Alright, we have 3 more decks to go through. The next one is Sandra Ann Taylor's Energy and Spirit Oracle. And just a reminder, this is not about the aesthetics. It's not about the artwork or, you know, the way the decks look next to each other. I'm pairing these based on energy residing in both decks, not how it looks pretty next to each other. And these two share the same strength. They're both connection oracles. So if you can't get something to pair with the elemental empath oracle, try the energy and spirit, because they have the same strength. So that's another deck that will substitute, that covers a little bit different area than, say, the earth, moon, and shadow. Okay, and I'm going to show you one that is quite popular. And yes, it does pair. You'll probably recognize the backings. This is the Wisdom of the Oracle by baron-reid. Both of these decks are Divine Feminine decks. So, because they embody Divine Feminine energy, they get along. And let's face it, this deck is highly versatile in what it covers. So anybody who's read the guidebook from blockages and potentials and abundance, Wisdom of the Oracle is a lot of people's go-to. So a lot of people will be happy to know that this particular deck does pair. Alright, I have one last deck to show you, and that is Angela Hartfield's Whispers of the Mermaids. Or no, sorry, Whispers of the Oceans. Sorry, I was thinking of my Mermaid Oracle there for a sec, because water theme. Sorry, when I pick up a water deck, because I'm a water sign, all my water decks start playing through my head. So I got distracted for just a second. Anyway, Whispers of the Ocean. Believe it or not, these two share the exact same weakness. So if you want like an overview and then something to go another layer deeper that's a little bit more detailed, you might actually like Whispers of the Ocean to do that with, because you do get quite a lot of information, and it does cover a wide range, and does get a little bit more specific, a little bit more narrowed down. Alright, and that is the last of the decks that I have to show you today that pairs with the Elemental Empath Oracle. I do list the full list, to my knowledge, that pairs in the description box down below. Feel free to expand it and read the full list. And if you find any other decks that do pair, let me know in the comment section down below. That way I can see whether or not it pairs myself, or if I have it in my collection and it has a different strength, I want to know about it. If for some reason I'm not getting it to pair and you do, because there's something different with the energy. Let's face it, decks have different energy, and so do each and every single one of us. So always take my deck strength versus weakness series as kind of a loose guideline. It's a catalog and it's ever growing. So I hope you found it informative. I hope you found it, useful, if that's what you're looking for. Anyway, of course, you'll find this and the previous part on my Perfect Pairs playlist. And tomorrow we're going to start our Anti-Pairs, which also has a separate playlist if you want that as well. We will begin with Anti-Pairs, the Tarot Edition. So be on the lookout for that. I do have the poll for next month's Deck of the Month up, and quite a few people have jumped on it already. I don't really have a landslide winning deck yet, but the poll is open for the entire month. I will close that on the 31st of December, so you have plenty of time to vote. And if you would like to vote, that's in my community tab, so just go there, and it should be the very top post. Anyway, my lovelies, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!